everyone. Rick Ucchino here again on the SK Wrestling YouTube channel, and it is easy to get up and get excited for my guest today. He is one half of the Triple Crown Tag Team Champions, the current SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and this man may just one day literally jump through the roof of the Thunderdome. He is one half of the Street Profits, Montez Ford. How we doing, sir?
Oh, man, you sound like you're introducing somebody important, man. You might have to do that intro all over again, man. How you doing, boss, man? How's everything going?
Everything is going great, man. Montez, I do want to go back to a few Sundays ago. You and Angelo Dawkins defeated the New Day at Survivor Series. And prior to that bout, you called that a dream matchup. Looking back on it now, how do you assess that matchup that you guys were able to put on?
Oh, man. It's one of those things where when I look back on it, I'm just like, I still can't believe it actually happened. Especially with everything that's happening this year and like all the limitations and stuff that people not only have gone through and been through, but for us to still, it happened, it happened. And these are gentlemen that I watched and idolized before coming into the business. Kofi Kingston, what he's done for like myself and becoming the WWE champion, for Xavier Woods to just be a staple and a genius in his creative tag team genius and win work and like just stuff I watched and idolized and what motivated me to get here. Just these guys that are pretty much inspiration, and to be standing across the ring with them and share like the Survivor Series, another big and huge historic stage, like it's mind-blowing. And it's definitely a dream match. It still feels like a damn dream. It's like, still can't believe that we had a match with the New Day. And sometimes, like so many times, like things be happening, like you kind of like just got to sit back and just take it all in. And like it was everything I wanted to be and more, and a bag of chips.
Well, hopefully it's not the last one. I don't think so. I don't think it's the last one. I think there's still like it's still a couple more battles and contests going on between. I think that's not the end though. I don't think that's the end. Now this rivalry kind of kicked off when you two were both swapped on. You both swapped shows in the draft, and then subsequently swapped championships. That backstage switch kind of garnered a mixed reaction from critics and fans alike. Some people thought it was funny. That was actually something that I pitched on my post-SmackDown show that I thought would be funny if that happened. Others didn't seem to like it too much. What were your thoughts when you found out that you guys were just going to be trading championships?
Well, my thing was like, it was funny because like it's a draft, and like I said, like I think it was Adam Pearce who said, "Hey, this is the most best and logical thing to happen," and that's what happened. And then we used to get like people say, "Well, it doesn't make any sense," and this and that and the third. And I was like, "Well, how did they think Ted DiBiase became the WWE champion? Like Andre the Giant won and he surrendered the title. That's just as much of a swap as it is having a tag team title swap." So it's just one of those things where like we had the match at Survivor Series, but it's just one of those things where like sometimes like the easiest and most logical way is always the best way to go.
When I was doing my prep for this interview, I came across and I watched the WWE watch along of WrestleMania 35. You were there to watch Kofi Kingston win the WWE Championship for the first time when he defeated Daniel Bryan. And when it happened, the room went insane. Like Pat McAfee and all the other guys in the back, they lost their minds. But, your reaction was almost, stoic. And it really caught my attention more than anything. Except for maybe Bianca struggling with the confetti, but still, when what was going through your mind as you watched Kofi celebrate with his friends and family? Do you remember?
It was, I still get goosebumps thinking about it. For me, it just meant so much. It was a staple in our culture, and it just like put a huge like inspiration for me and for other young men like myself to aspire to be like, hey, I can be WWE champion one day, just like Kofi Kingston. And I think that's for me, that's what meant so much and the most, that I can be WWE champion, because it is a dream that a lot of young men like myself like aspire to be. So when Kofi won it, it just, you know, it just let me know like, hey, like I can be WWE champion as well. You know, just like if I put myself, my mind, and the determination and the patience, just like Kofi did. So I know for me, and culturally wise, it was just a huge staple and moment for us. And like, man, it was great, man. It was great. And like, I can't even like, I can't put it into words, because I can't put in emotions of like how it felt, you know. It's just one of those kind of like those indescribable moments in life in which you can't have like a particular reason for or explain it. It was just huge. It was big. It still is big. And like, it just, for me, it was a motivational factor. Like, hey, like, this is cool, you know, like Kofi's WWE champion. So like, it's just, like I said, let other young men like myself aspire to be like, you can be WWE champion one day, just like Kofi Kingston. So.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because I asked you that for a specific reason. And it's because, you know, when idiots like myself get together and talk about things like, you know, fantasy booking or who should win this and who should win that, you know, quite often, believe it or not, the subject of you having your own moment like that one day and winning a world title is brought up frequently. For what it's worth, I've compared you to a 5-tool player in baseball. Like, I can't wait to see you have that opportunity, to see what you can do with the top prize. Are you aware, you know, of the hype and hope that is out there surrounding your in-ring future?
No, not at all. Not at all. I still think I got a long way to go. But no, not at all. I appreciate it though. The hype is there, then I definitely appreciate it. And it just, I guess in a sense, it lets me know that I'm doing, I guess, something right besides breathing. but yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's just, man, like I remember as a kid too, like my mom used to buy me like all the WWE, the Jack specific toys and all the video games. And, you know, I used to have like, me and my sister ran like, my older sister when I was a baby. Me and my older sister ran like our own like little wrestling league. And like I was like the champion there. So if it ever actually happens on the WWE stage, I know it'll be something that it's like a childhood dream, you know. So like, yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be real cool. So,
like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I hope you get that chance one day.